Honourable member, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I mean, members in this House who have followed my proceedings or my actions in the media will certainly know that I was one of the few MPs who stood up and said that Ken Ofori-Atta must go. And so I'm not here to defend Ken Ofori-Atta. But, Mr. Speaker, we need to ensure that as a country, the rule of law always reigns supreme. I am a bit surprised that the members in the NDC are today defending actions that yesterday they were crying over. In fact, I heard my good friend John Jinapo, I also heard Kwame Agoja make claims that in 2017 their houses were raided at that clue and all of that. Is that justification why we should allow same to be repeated this time? The Speaker, when
Honourable members, I said order.
When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was campaigning, he said he was going to reset Ghana. Is that the reset we are seeing today? Is this the reset we are seeing today? That lawlessness is taking supreme over everything that we do in this country? That today Richard Jakpa can walk into the houses of Ken Ofori-Atta and raid the house and be picking documents when he has no warrant. Mr. Speaker, today the OSP, we all heard him, and the OSP declared Ken Ofori-Atta as a fugitive. Mr. Speaker, I'm wondering the legal basis for the OSP to declare Ken Ofori-Atta as a fugitive. Mr. Speaker, a fugitive is someone who has escaped from custody or is evading a lawful arrest warrant. What warrant does the OSP has that today the OSP will be saying that Ken Ofori-Atta has escaped from this country? We all know that the finance minister, one of the reasons why he had to quit his job was that he was not feeling well. And so if the man travels out of this country for medical reasons, and knowing very well, when there has been enough communication between the OSP and Ken Ofori-Atta, and you take this press conference just to embarrass the man, I am sharply the OSP, and declare the man as a fugitive. That is what John Jinapo said. Leader, you said nothing about it. John Jinapo said the man has been declared as a fugitive. And you know the definition of a fugitive. As Ken Ofori-Atta.
Honourable member, conclude. You have 2 more minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Chiwete, can we have some order?
Mr. Speaker, see how pleasant it is that as brothers we are able to understand each other. That should be the spirit that we carry on in the administration of government. Mr. Speaker, we all have a right, and Chapter 5 of the Constitution guarantees our right as citizens. In fact, Mr. Speaker, if you look at Article 14 of our Constitution, it is very clear. It is very clear that no person shall be deprived of their liberty except in accordance with the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, the rate and the style, the Rambo style at which they invaded Ken Ofori-Atta's house. This morning, my little daughter came to me and she was asking me, Daddy, is Ghana at war? Then I asked her, why? Mommy, why? Why? What is happening? Then she was like, Daddy, get on social media.
Honourable member,
look at how military
I am not supposed to be interrupting you. You quoted a constitutional provision that we need to act in accordance with the law. Are we going to be able to establish whether they have acted in accordance with law or not? Is this House going to establish whether they have acted in accordance with law or not, having regard to the fact that justice emanates from the people of Ghana and it is exercised on their behalf by the judiciary?
Mr. Speaker, it is very clear. It is very clear that from all the statements we have read from the OSP, there's no warrant. People invaded the houses of Ken Ofori-Atta. Today, even the OSP that we all thought that led that attack is even running away from the fact that he led those attacks to Ken Ofori-Atta's house. Mr. Speaker, today we have a former military person who has been caught on video, clear video, invading the house of Ken Ofori-Atta. Mr. Speaker, that should not happen. I'm saying that.
Honourable member, did I hear you say he's running away from the facts? He made a categorical statement that the people are imposters.
Who made that statement?
And he didn't authorize them.
Well,
and you said he's running away from that particular fact, as if he authorized them and now running away from them.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate your guidance. I appreciate your guidance. But, Mr. Speaker, we are all in the media space. We know what is happening. We know what people are saying. I am saying that this morning, newspapers carried that the OSP, in fact, the Herald newspaper carried that the OSP is the one that undertook this exercise. In his press conference, it denies that fact. It denies that fact. All I'm telling my colleagues is that we live in a country where a president has been given over 56% of votes. He promised, now I'm coming, sit down, Kwame, sit down.
It doesn't matter. Give him 100%.
He promised Ghanaians that he is going to reset the entire system. But, Mr. Speaker, today what we see in administration, in the administration of the NDC, it's more like a coup d'etat had happened in Ghana.
Honourable member, conclude.
Being raided and all of that. Mr.
Honourable member, conclude.
Letters are being issued sacking civil servants in our country. Something we have not seen before. Even directors of companies are being sacked. Mr. Speaker, directors of companies are being sacked.
Honourable member, your time is up.
Mr. Speaker,
I proceed to give the floor to Honourable James Agalga.
Mr. Speaker, in conclusion.
Honourable member, resume your seat, please.
4 minutes. Mr. Speaker,
please resume your seat.
You took all my
Honourable
time.
James Agalga, you have the floor.